Hello, children. Are you ready for some cutting up and kiki? Are you ready for a gay old time? Well, I hope you are, because now it's time for Hey Qween's Holiday, a very green Christmas!
Was a very green Christmas, and all through Hey Qween, sexy creatures were stirring and causing a scene. The dancers were hung, big packages galore, as they shouted,
"Hey Daddy, give us some more."
"Oh, I will." Lady Red was a token.
Neath the tree that was green.
All to welcome you children to this holiday, Hey Qween! Yay! Oh, nice. Hello, my gorgeous green gabies, and welcome to the Hey Qween Holiday Very Green Christmas Extravaganza. What a title. Today's show is gonna be smoking, my holiday honeys. We have a legendary queen in the studio today. You know her from RuPaul's Drag Race Season 6 and also Season 15. Oh, so you think you can dance? Should we dance? The fabulous, the gorgeous, and always green Miss LAGANJA ESTRANJA is here! Oh, I love her. Oh, and of course, there's another legendary queen that I love sitting right next to me. She's green, she's on the scene, and if you fuck with her, she can't be mean. Miss Lady Red Couture! Oh, ho, ho, ho.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, hello, sweetie. Hey, Queen.
Hey, Greenie.
Oh, do you like this?
Yeah. Girl, you look like a skater, girl.
Oh, me?
Yes. I can't take it.
Watch out now, performing for the United States of America in segment 7 of the Olympic Games. It's Lady Miss Skater, Jonny McGovern. Watch out, Russia. Here I come.
Oh.
Am I a speed skater or what?
Okay.
Figure skater.
Luge.
Luge. You got that right, sweetie. Yeah. Well, look at this. It's a very green Christmas.
It is.
We decided.
Really green.
Very well, first of all, we know we love all things green here at Hey Qween.
It is true.
You and your golden leaves on your titties can testify to that.
Yes. I mean, we like to enjoy things around here.
We do. Natural things.
We just knew not to invite Michelle Visage today.
Oh,
this is a lot of green.
It is, you're right.
She couldn't take it.
Michelle Visage would go into a green seizure.
Right. She come in here and be like, is this the Wiz at Christmas?
I mean, that was the inspiration for the set.
It's right.
The Wiz at Christmas.
It's right. It's right.
And of course, we have Miss LAGANJA ESTRANJA is here in the house, everybody. And she'll be with us right after this very jingle. See you in a minute.
Hey Qween.
Our guest today is the Queen of Green. She is the queen of the death drop. She is the queen of the catchphrase, because I think you can count on your hand, maybe on one finger, any people that said oh grrr or tongue pop before she made it onto your TV screen, sweetie. She's here. She's queer. She's stunning. It's the one and only Miss LAGANJA ESTRANJA.
I'm back again, girl.
Yes, you are.
How are you?
I mean, I'm maybe what you call in love.
Oh, wow.
Look at her. Lady Red, are you getting a load of this train situation?
Baby, she is following every recipe to right.
Can we please get a full glamour shot of this? Yes, that's right.
Taking the train, darling. The beating, the work.
Lovingly.
Yes. Oh, hi there. Oh, didn't even see you. Oh.
I mean, yes. That is how a diva does holiday,
Well, thank
sweetie.
you very much. Thank you.
I am very happy that you are back here.
I'm happy to be back too. It's about time.
I know it's been a long time, but I feel like our show has grown up along with you.
That's right. We got the glow up.
Yes, we did.
Yes.
Let me look at her look at her.
Yes. It's beautiful. I'm happy to see that we've been progressing together.
Yes.
Yes.
You know, you always hold a really special place in my heart because
Thank
I
you.
think when you first came on Hey Qween, it was a big moment for the show and a big moment for you.
100%. I've always told people, you know, there's two things that really like changed my career from RuPaul's Drag Race Season 6, and that was the House of Edwards tour and being on Hey Qween.
Yeah.
I swear to God. So I really feel the same way about you.
Well, it was beautiful because you were able to really show and tell an audience that just knew you from your quick time on the show and knew you from the catchphrases and the drama and the rest. You're able to really show, you know, that you're a real person with real feelings.
Yes,
shocking.
not just a caricature on
Right?
reality TV.
No,
yes.
but that you are a real girl with real feelings, sweetie.
Yes, lots of feelings, lots of emotions, but you know, it was great because the response was so positive. I felt like I really touched on a lot of topics that, you know, people resonated with. So I think it was a great experience for both of us. I'm so happy so many people got to see the other side of me.
Yeah.
And hopefully today will be the same thing.
That's right, sweetie.
Yes.
LAGANJA, Lady Red. I mean, to get our little sis back to the studio.
I'm just happy to see her. I'm happy to see that she didn't grow them so beautiful pearls and diamonds and stuff. A woman after my own heart.
I know, I was just telling her when I got here, I was like, gosh, the last time we saw each other was forever ago because I used to do the gigs around town, but it's been so long since I've been in Los Angeles, so we haven't seen each other outside of the Hey Qween world.
Right, well,
So
we get a little snip of you at DragCon occasionally.
Yes, we love the DragCon.
But you've been busy. Just recently, you were on tour Manchester, Nottingham, London, Newcastle, Dublin, Lima, Mexico, Amsterdam.
Just to name a few.
Just to name a couple, honey.
Yes, I've been really blessed, you know, that people are still booking the doll. They're
Thank
booking the
goodness.
doll.
What? Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. That's the sound, LAGANJA?
What's
it's
the
the sound of one of our ho-ho-hos with a gift for you.
Which is the gift?
Well, girl,
I
it could be
can't
all
tell.
that. It's the beautiful Remy Cruz, and what does he have in the box? Oh, whoa!
Wow.
It's LAGANJA's single.
I love that, a physical copy.
Look at me.
That's the first and only physical
Right,
copy.
exactly.
Yes.
Thank you to the props department for creating this artifact. Yes.
Yes,
Thank you, Remy. Take that cute little ass on out of
Yes,
here. Look at
thank you, Remy. Like the hair, honey.
Oh, well, let's talk about your song, Look at Me.
Yes, Look at Me. It's not to be confused with Look at Her.
Right, no. But
It's
they're
the
both
sister of. The
sister
sister
of,
of.
that's correct.
Yeah, so, you know, music has always been a passion of mine. I just dropped my second single, which was Smoke Break, which had a lyric video that went along with it, which is perfect for our set today.
Yes, it is.
And hopefully next year, sometime to be announced soon, I'll be releasing the full album.
Fun.
Yeah.
I love it. Hey, can you do a remix of Smoke Break and feature a rap by Lady Red Couture?
She's already ready for remixes?
Oh, if I could freestyle, I'd let y'all have it.
Oh, well, I can't freestyle either. In fact, I work with an amazing writer, Jay Tyler, who's also a BSC artist.
Right.
He wrote the whole album. He's featured
on
He's
the
the
song.
featured rapper on Look at Me. And he's just amazing. He's such a natural gift for writing and for rapping. And I do not at all. I'm a performer, you know, I take lines, I take scripts, movements, and I make them my own.
Yes, you do.
But the creator, you know, I always like to give props to. Props to your mama.
Props to your mama.
Because they deserve it. You know,
Yes,
they
they
work hard
do.
too, and it's all about collaboration. So I'm very thankful to my team in Atlanta. I hope you liked my single. I'm very
Yeah.
proud of it. I think the music video was super sickening.
Well, yeah, let's talk
If
about that.
I do say so myself.
Because I just want to just give you the props you deserve because
Thank you.
people don't, I don't think people who see the Drag Race girls and see, because everyone's gotten quite famous and big, and everyone expects the highest level. It's real fame.
Popular among the queers.
Yeah, well, and that is the best kind of fame that you can get.
Okay.
But like they expect a high level of thing. They want huge videos, amazing songs, amazing looks. And you know, it's not like there are gigantic labels out there funding everything that you do. That music video was paid for by your own death drops.
Yes, in fact it was, and I'm glad you bring it up because I'd love to talk about the realness of all of this. Because, you know, I do think, you know, a lot of us, we make our lives look like they're these fabulous things, which I'm not saying they're not. They are.
They are.
But they're very...
Yeah, you had a team of 5 out here styling this dress.
Correct.
It was pretty fabulous.
Correct. There's a team, there's effort, there's money, there's energy. And, you know, my music video, I just want to be straight up honest, it cost $15,000.
Yeah, honey.
My music video. $15,000 on drag. Now, I'm not saying it wasn't worth it.
Right.
But it probably wasn't worth it. Yeah, for me, if I had invested $15,000 in, say, cannabis, I probably would have seen, you know, a financial return.
Perhaps.
Whereas with drag, you know, I haven't seen a financial return.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen moments like these where we get to talk about it. I've seen promoters recognize that I'm keeping myself relevant.
Yeah.
But there isn't a financial return. And I've talked to the other girls who make the music videos, and it's the same thing for them. Even the girls who are triple as large and making, you know, the money as me. These music videos, they don't really make us money. And that's because of YouTube. Not throwing shade to the YouTube,
no,
but
YouTube
everybody
no longer
should go
gives that
to
money.
the weed tube, because that's where all the kids are now.
Okay.
But, you know, it is one of those things where it's something I've always wanted to do. I've always wanted to have one of these music videos. I've always wanted to have a single that I really believed in. Not saying that I didn't believe in my music before.
Sure.
But there is something about what I'm making now that I think is elevated. And so I wanted my music video to be the same. I worked with Assad, who's worked with all the girls.
Yeah.
You know, and I do think that him and his team really helped my vision come to life.
It was huge.
It was huge. But, you know, it is something that I said when I went into it. If nothing happens from this, one day when I have kids, I'll be able to say, hey, look, your mom was really cool. Check her out, you know?
Yes, that's at the least.
And so at the end of the day, as much as there is this, you know, because I'm gonna be real, I have to worry about finances, you know? I'm a business. I live in Los Angeles, which is very expensive.
Yes.
So I have to, you know, worry about these choices. But at the end of the day, I'm very pleased with what I created. I think it was a very strong message, which talked about, you know, racial profiling and racial issues when it comes to cannabis arrests and the need for prison reform. And it also, you know, was a fabulous video. It was covered in Versace head to toe. And so it spoke to both communities that I think I represent. And like I said, I think one day it'll make my kids they'll think I'm cool. So that's worth it, right?
It's worth it, right? And one last thing, Ganja. Now, Lady Red, get ready to roll your eyes and be like, I can't believe this bitch did this. Because in your world travel, sweetie, you recently swam with the sharks. Now, I'm not talking about returning to Drag Race All-Stars.
Right.
You actually went in the water and swam with sharks. Take a look.
Cageless.
Cageless. Look at her.
Wow.
Lady Red, are you seeing that?
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
That's not been touched up by my friend in the back there at all.
Never.
Nope, not at all, baby. That's all one natural fish. Sure is. But I will tell you, the touching up that you're seeing here, it's not the sharks. I did swim with sharks.
Right.
Yeah, I really did. I went into full drag mode
Yes,
in Hawaii.
You did. Underwater photo shoot.
And I did. I dove cageless with the shark. I did. The minute I got in the water, I was very nervous, I will admit, for the first 5 minutes.
Right, because that could have been a death drop for real.
Over. But it was just such a beautiful experience. And it was one of those things where it was like, wow, I'm so thankful for what drag has done for me, because I wouldn't be here swimming with the sharks if it wasn't for RuPaul's Drag Race, if it wasn't for the fact that I'm performing at Scarlet, you know, hours later in Honolulu.
Yeah.
So it was beautiful, and I don't know if you know, but that same day, I also jumped out of an airplane.
What?
Did you catch that video?
Bloop.
You did it? What? It's okay, because most of America didn't either. Yeah, slept on Qween, about 3,000 views, but that's okay. I jumped out of a motherfucking airplane after I dove with the sharks, in the same wig, mind you. I let it air dry, yeah.
Wow.
Got in a plane, jumped out. It was insane.
You were double death dropping, pushing the limit, pushing the envelope, breaking all the rules.
Yeah, I wanted to push my limits. You know, these are two things that I never thought in my lifetime I would do. And I figured I better do it now because if I get any older, I'm gonna be like, no, that's really crazy. So, you know,
yeah,
I did
that's
it.
where I'm at. I'm like, sharks and a plane? Hell no, Laganja.
I'll tell you right now, I would not jump out of a plane again. That was a little much.
Was it? Were you scared?
It was
crazy?
a little much, Mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, especially in full drag and my wig, and the guy behind me is like super straight and bro, and I'm feeling bad for him because he's got this, I mean, queeretta attached to the front of him. But, you know, it was a good time. He was super nice. They were super, you know, courteous of my femininity.
That's good.
They called me she and recognized. So it was great.
You know what? I appreciate an intersectional parachute jump.
Yeah,
Thank you very
too.
much
Me
for
too.
representing and recognizing femininity where it lives.
Thank you,
Even
my
if
love.
it's in the sky, hurtling to earth.
Right, exactly.
Be sure to follow us on all social media at what? Hey Qween TV. And of course, subscribe to our podcast, Hot Tea, for more celebrity delicious tea. Okay, Laganja, now it's time to find out about how all your dance classes paid off. Oh, yo, sounds like a prearranged cue. Yes, it is. Oh, wait a minute. Look, it's the gorgeous Randy Boo from LGBT boy band Echo V. Look at him.
And he's just ready to open the
I
package.
know, he's ripping it open.
Open it, Daddy. What you got for Mama?
What is in there? Oh, it's a little dancing Laganja. Look at her.
I've never been more scared. What kind of voodoo death dropping doll is that, girl? Wow.
See, look, here you're doing a death drop. Wow. And here you're doing a dip.
There it is.
Right, there you go. That's it. Beautiful. Well, thank you very much, Randy.
Thank you,
Boo,
gorgeous.
You sexy little elf.
Just open and
look
ready.
At that.
I love that.
Yum, yum, yum. Hi, Tiny Laganja. Don't worry, it's not a voodoo doll. Laganja, let's talk about So You Think You Can Dance.
Yes, let's talk about it.
So now, first of all, you had a big presence in all of the commercials, all of the media. Yeah. We saw you saying, oh, grrr. We saw you saying, Mama's coming for you, Nigel. So you made a splash. Tell me about the decision to go on So You Think You Can Dance and dip your toe back into reality.
I know. I think the last time I was here, I promised you guys I would never do reality TV again.
Well, whoops, Lady Red, I guess.
Whoopsie. But you know what? I decided to ask my buds on Twitter. I said, hey, do you guys think that I should audition for this show? And if I do you think I should go in drag or as myself?
Right.
So the response was overwhelming in a very positive way. And of course, people wanted me to go in drag, which is to be expected with your drag race, supporters.
Yeah.
So I said, you know what, let's do it. Why not? I've watched the show since season 1, and I know that Nigel usually has a big opposition to men that are feminine or anyone who's presenting something of the non-binary realm. But I said, you know what, I'm strong at this point in my life and career, and if he doesn't like it, who cares? I'm gonna go, I'm gonna represent for my community, and I'm gonna represent for my talent.
Yeah.
And so I did. I went out to the open cattle call at
to the open call?
At 6 a.m.
Oh.
Yeah.
Damn, Lady Red understands.
6 a.m. full drag. So I'd gotten up at 3, to paint and tug, and standing in a full tuck leotard outside in the cold.
Freezing.
Yeah. But you know what? I got in, and on the first day, you don't see the judges. The first day, it's with the producers, you know? And they basically were like, okay, you're gonna improv with the people of your category. So they did place me with the women, and they did place me in the jazz category. Now, I obviously wanted to enter what is called open, because I was doing drag dance. I wasn't really doing jazz, to be quite honest. But they recognized I was a woman, so I was like, lovely, she'll go with the woman jazz dancers. Here she comes. And
ladies, clear the floor.
And basically,
clear the floor.
And basically, that's what happened. The ladies went out and danced. And I took center stage, of course. I walked down right towards the judges' booth and I hit a jump split immediately and they gagged.
Right.
And I just kept going and I was myself and it was beautiful. You know, they really were receptive. I had to go through, you know, several other little phases before you get the okay. But the next morning I returned again at 6 a.m. Again in drag.
Damn.
All for free.
Wow.
Wow. Okay. She gets there. It's the judges' day. I walk on stage and it was just one of those moments in my life where I really wasn't nervous. I felt like I deserve to be here. I'm supposed to be here. I've been training for this. I've gone to RuPaul's Drag Race. I've traveled the world. Like, this is my moment.
Yes.
And I took it. And I took it. And it was a beautiful experience, you know, very different than Drag Race.
I bet.
You know, Drag Race is, well, it's all about, you know, the story and the drama, and it's not, in my opinion, it's not so much focused on necessarily the talent portion.
Right.
I think that does play a big part of the judges', you know, critiques and, you know, how the final decision goes. But a lot of the show, a lot of what the audience is experiencing is about, you know, the behind the scenes in the workroom, with each other, untucked, you know, all of that.
Because so you think you can dance, they're not like backstage.
Nope.
Timmy was giving cunty eyes to JoJo.
Nope. Backstage, the dancer's nervous, and here's a 2-second shot of her nervous, and now we're back on stage to see you do your talent.
All about that, yeah.
And so for me, it was just so great because I didn't have to worry about how funny I was, how beautiful I looked. I had to worry about one thing, and that was dancing. And that's what I do. That's who I am. So, you know, I made it to top 33, which I think is a very big deal.
Yeah.
Very big deal.
Breaking barriers.
Yes.
Because, like you said, Nigel does not like a feminine man.
That's right. And at first he called me an entertainer, but before I left, he did call me a dancer, which was a very proud moment for me, you know?
Yeah.
And when I went to the very first live taping of the top 10, Nigel came over to me during a commercial break, said hello, which I don't think is common. I don't think he gets up for auditioners and comes and says hello.
Yeah.
And then he asked, you know, hey, can I make a joke about you on this next segment? There's a beautiful costume that one of the dancers is wearing that I think you would look great in. Can I make that, you know, comment on stage? And I was like, oh my gosh, please. And he did. So I felt very, you know, welcomed by them and loved by them. So that's why I plan to return, hopefully when the show gets renewed, because right now it hasn't been renewed technically, but it usually gets renewed around February. So hopefully when it's renewed, I plan to go back, but as myself, as Jay, as my male form, or my male recognizable form.
Right.
And
everyone's everything is 2018.
That's right, maybe non-binary here, but for So You Think You Can Dance purposes, my male form in contemporary dance, and just really show people, you know, what it is that I do. Because like I said, jazz is not, it was never my strength. I knew that most likely, you know, I couldn't last doing that. That when they, you know, paired me against the jazz boys, those boys were jumping in the air, you know, 20 feet, and that's not my strength. So hopefully contemporary as myself is going to be the trick.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
And it just must have felt good, like you said, to not worry about the drama for camera. To get back into what made you you in the beginning was your love of dance.
Correct. I mean, it just felt good to have people recognize me. You know, not recognize LAGANJA, because that for them was an added bonus. But they recognized the talent that I really had, and that's why they had me get out of drag, was to show people this other side. So that was very validating.
Miss Estranja, because the Fox Network does not appreciate queens?
No, that's another myth. Let me bust the myth. I'm a smart businesswoman.
Yes, yes.
And I chose to go by the name Miss Estranja because I didn't want to give them any reason not to show me, not to show my audition. And so, you know, I said, it doesn't matter to me. You can call me Pickle. Just put me on the show.
Pickle Estranja to the stage.
Why not?
She's still on brand because it's green.
Just put me on and make sure that people can see what it is that I do.
You know, a lot of people were shouting all stars whenever you would appear on that show.
Yes, and that's a very common thing, you know, and I will say, I hope people continue to say that, even though I always answer the question the same and have for years now, which is, I'm not interested in doing that. Not because I don't love and support the brand. I'm so thankful for that.
But you already went swimming with sharks once, and you don't need to go again?
Well, I'll go swimming with the real sharks any day. But the drag sharks, mama, oh no, I'm taking a full break on that. Yeah, we've got the halt, stop, got off bus. No, it's just not for me, you know. I think some artists, they work extremely well under pressure.
Yeah.
And that's one of those situations you're under a pressure cooker and you either rise to the top and, you know, glow up buttery and gorgeous, or you're like me and you have a, you know, panic attack and people think you're crazy. And I would not wish to put myself in that situation again because I have rebuilt.
You have
I've rebuilt.
PTSD.
I do have PTSD. I do. That's a real true statement.
Yes.
But it's also that, you know, I've built my brand. I'm very happy with where I'm at. And I feel like the girls that go on that show, they want to be RuPaul's Drag Race girls for the rest of their life or for a much longer time.
Right.
Whereas me, I really am trying to transition. I'm trying to focus more on dance, more on choreography, more on myself out of all of this, even though I love all this. And so if I were to take that spot on the show so that I could gain a couple $1,000s more on my booking fee, it would be taking a spot away from a girl who really needs it, wants it, and deserves it.
Uh-oh, wait a second.
Is this the Oscars? They're cutting me off.
Wait a minute, look, it's Eddie Danger.
Oh my gosh, so dangerous.
Look at him, he's Dangerous Santa.
Oh, Dangerous Santa.
Look at him.
Doing extras, I love that.
Oh, well, he is here to present you with another gift. Oh, wow.
Look at the inner
Very
thigh.
aggressive.
Oh, wow.
Okay, what is he doing? Oh, it
Look at
is
that.
LAGANJA's LA Hepburn
La
brand.
Hepburn.
La Hepburn. And wait a minute, is that a giant prop? Yes, it is. Ooh. Yes, it's a giant holiday version. Hey, don't bogart that fake joint. Yeah. Wait a second, I need some of that. This is the good LAGANJA.
Wow.
Whoa, the whole screen is filling up with smoke.
Wow.
Oh, wow,
Eddie
here.
Danger is growing. And so am
Eddie, we don't want to be rude to Lady Red. Please pass her that gigantic joint. I love these. He's
Love
kind of
you,
a
gal.
mime. What a sweetie. Oh, there you go, Lady Red. Take a hit.
Sharing is caring.
Look at her. Finally, a blunt the size that she could really enjoy.
Right.
We're going to play a little game called Puff or Pass. Oh! All right, so Lady Red is going to give you a topic while she holds the gigantic light-up joint, and she's going to tell you the topic, and you'll decide whether you want to puff it, which means you like it, or whether you want to pass it, which means maybe next time.
Puff or pass? Catchphrases.
Okay, so catchphrases. You became very famous for all of your catchphrases, infamous at first, and then they trickled into something more long-lasting. What are your feelings now? Are you gonna puff them or pass them?
Well, I'm definitely gonna puff them, yeah, because I feel like, you know, I wouldn't be where I am today if it wasn't for my catchphrases. So,
True.
Annoying or not, we puff them.
Do you find it annoying?
Do I find it annoying? Let's see. Do I find it annoying when people say my catchphrases to me?
Sure.
No, I do
Okay.
not, because I feel like that's a blessing. Because one day there's going to be someone who has no idea who I am, and they're not going to say anything to me.
Right.
So anytime somebody, you know, can repeat a catchphrase to me, I'm thankful and I'm grateful. Do I find what I said annoying? Absolutely.
Oh, okay.
Sure do, my love.
Puff or pass? House of Edwards.
Oh. So, House of Edwards, now that was a moment for you.
Yes.
Originally, when
Yes.
you sort of got taken into the house.
Sure.
It gave you some credibility and
Yeah.
stability. Are you still in the House of Edwards? Does it exist?
Well, funny you should say. I would say officially I'm probably not in the House of Edwards anymore. Yes. Just like Destiny's Child or Danity Cayne, you know, girl groups have changes of their members.
Right.
And
But are you a Lativia or are you a Michelle?
Oh, I'm Michelle.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Michelle. Yeah, yeah. So no, you know, I'm no longer in the House of Edwards anymore, but
Because she slapped you across the face and said, "Get out!"
no,
okay.
no. There was no physical violence. No physical violence.
I love Lady Red's reaction. Oh, oh.
That's not like my sister.
I was about to say, you know, the
Never
dolls,
do
we're from the
that.
pageant world of Texas. We're very professional.
I know. I wouldn't think there was really anything. But was there something that happened that made you leave?
Sure, yeah. I definitely think there, you know, was a difference of agreement. for the whole group, and I just don't think that it made sense for us as a trio, Shangela, Alyssa, and I, to be functioning that way. You know, everybody has grown in their own way, in their own, you know, individuality. Obviously, Shangela with All Stars and the crown that she deserved to win.
Ooh, bitch.
And obviously Alyssa with her Netflix show, you know, and now me with my dance. You know, we're all growing in different directions, and that doesn't make us any less of a family. It just means that, like I said, just like any girl group you love, members are gonna come in and come out. And you know, what's important to remember is we're a family, and that while we may not be functioning as a trio together, there's still love and respect among the three of us. And you know, there is no juicy tea or anything like that.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure. You know, it's just adults growing in different ways.
Being busy too, right?
In different ways.
Shangela's doing A Star Is Born, you're in So You Think You Can Dance. So, I mean, there's a lot that y'all schedules would need to sync up to do a tour to gay bars or something.
Correct. But I would always, to answer your question, Lady Red, I would always puff on the House of Edwards, because, you know, if it wasn't for the House of Edwards, I would have not gotten the redemption, honestly. Like I said earlier, you know, you and them, because you gave me the online, but they gave me the in-person. And by being, you know, with them in clubs and having the two strong, you know, representations of the brand say, look, we love her, you should love her too. That changed everything for me. And so that's why, you know, no matter what our differences may be or where we're going right now, I will always, always, always puff on the House of Edwards.
All right, love it. One last puff or pass. Hit it, Lady Red.
Puff or pass? Race chasers.
Oh, so LAGANJA. Now I'm looking at you and I'm seeing a lot of body. And I know that those legs go overhead like a pretzel.
Thank you for the plug,
okay.
yes.
But are you currently being twisted into positions by any Drag Race fans, or have you?
I love all these questions because I'm realizing, like, I just puff on everything. Really, no matter what the question is, I'm like, well, I'd puff on it, you know? I mean, I like to puff.
Puff.
No, for me, race chasers, here, I'm going to tell you the real tea. I love them because if you love me, I love you.
Sure.
Just no tea. I mean, if you respect me and you are, you know, into what I'm doing, then most likely I'm into you because you're respecting me, so I'm gonna respect you. That's what people do who are humans. This day and age, we respect each other. So when it comes to the race chasers, if you're throwing it, I'm into it. I will admit, I'm into it, but I will say a very common thing that happens with race chasers.
Oh, I think we know what happens.
Yeah, it's that they just are so excited and they just really want the selfie that the body parts do not, you know, give a standing ovation. Their hearts may be giving you a standing ovation, but their parts, not so much. So that for me is really hard because I just never understand, because I do feel I'm attractive, both in and out of drag. I do feel like I have a lot to offer. And so it's hard when you have that happen often, that you're like, is there something wrong with me? But then you just have to remember, no, they're a race chaser. And it's my fault for bringing them in. So, you know, it all comes back on me.
That
which
VIP
is why
meet and greet,
which is
if it
why
doesn't have a happy ending.
But girls need love too. Us
Yeah, they
dolls,
do.
we need love too.
I mean,
so,
you know, it's better that happened, or they might single white female you.
Oh, all right.
Wow.
Start dressing
you know
like
that
her?
happens. You know that really happened. They be, you know,
Well, to be honest,
they get close, you
I
catch them
can
in your wig one day, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. They assuming your personality. You got to be careful.
Well, that has been the incredible game of Puff or Pass. Wow. Coming to the end of this interview, I want to talk to you about something that I saw, a tweet that you put up just recently.
Uh-oh, not the Twitter.
The Twitter, and it said, in joyful tears at London Airport, this chapter of my life is coming to an end, and it feels so right. I can't be more ready to put LAGANJA on the back burner and focus on what makes me happy. Here I come, Colorado, ready for my core power yoga certification and chill. LAGANJA. What is the tea? What is the tea? Are you retiring from drag?
Well, I'm not retiring from drag.
Okay.
Am I retiring from performing at gay clubs around the world for $2,000? I am.
Uh-huh.
I am. I'm retiring for that, my love. I'm sorry, but for me physically, I can no longer put myself in danger for a momentary gain of financial stability.
Right.
And for me, it's just not where I want to be anymore. You know, I've been doing drag for 6 years now, professionally, and it's been an amazing experience. I've seen the world. I've met some of the most beautiful people who are with me today in the studio, and I wouldn't change any of it for the world. I really wouldn't. I mean that. But for me, I'm just not happy where I'm at. You know, even sitting here right now, as much as I love how gorgeous I look, you know, I think about the money I spent to be here. I think about the physical pain I'm in, and it's just not where I want to be. It's not that I don't want to be here with you.
Sure,
I
God bless.
I obviously want to be here with you, but I dream of a different life. I dream of a place where I feel more free every morning when I wake up, and I don't feel so tied down to how successful my Instagram is, or how popular my new hit single is, or if I'm wearing the most fabulous designer. I care about having real experiences with people. I care about remembering the places I've been, remembering the people that I'm working with. I care about giving my gift in a much bigger way, because as an entertainer, I can get on stage and I can death drop till the cows come home. And that can make people feel sickening. It can make them feel turned up, but it can't make them feel more confident in themselves. It can't make them feel more excited to live. When I'm in the dance studio and when I'm teaching LAGANJA's dance school, I see people walk away every time feeling so empowered. And that's a beautiful gift to give people. And I just feel that I can no longer give that gift as LAGANJA. As a performer in a nightclub at midnight, I'm not giving people my full potential. And it's something I've known for a really long time, but that because I am successful, I've just put below the surface. Because it's easier to just do gigs and fly around the world and make your money and just continue a status of living that you're used to, than it is to recognize a real problem and to do something about it. And so that's why I have finally decided, as much as I love Los Angeles, as much as I love my friends, the life of getting dresses and looking fabulous, it's just not for me anymore. And there's nothing wrong with that. And this is something I have to tell myself every day as I choose to move forward with my life. I gave this a huge go. And as I said, it's not over.
No.
I still have to do jobs. This is how I make money. I can't just quit this tomorrow because I'm over it. But what I can do is make a conscious effort to move forward in a different direction, to allow people into my life and the emotions that I feel, and to allow them to know that LAGANJA's not going anywhere, but she won't be at the Sky Lounge at midnight falling on her back anymore. She's gonna be on the weed tube. She's gonna be on brands of cannabis products. She's gonna be teaching in dance studios across the world. I mean, you have to understand, I'm a very hardworking person.
Oh, I know that.
I'm not going anywhere. Just because I'm moving to Denver and because I'm choosing to refocus my life in a new direction doesn't mean that you won't still see me. It's just that I don't want my life to be tied to the need to be a star. I finally feel I'm at a point in my life where I am a star. I'm a piece of it all. And I don't need to be front and center on People magazine and Netflix series, you know, storming the pages of covers, staying relevant, putting out new songs, spending thousands of dollars to feel good about myself. I can literally move to Denver, Colorado and make money off, you know, selling marijuana products or whatever it is I choose to do
Yeah.
and still feel good about myself because I've put so much of my heart out into this industry for 6 years. And I feel like at the end of the day, if I move to Colorado and don't like it, I can come back.
You sure can.
In 1 year, I can come back and I can hop right back up on this couch and get up in drag and tell my new story.
Yeah.
Because that's what life is. It's about, you know, renovation and, you know, re-collaboration and you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Reinventing. It's all about reinventing yourself. And I think that's what I've been known for. You know, people saw me as this annoying queen on season 6. I reinvented myself on your show. I went on the, you know, House of Edwards tour and continued to reinvent myself. And so that's what this next year is going to be about. I'm going to focus on what makes me happy. And what makes me happy is being home with my dog on a Sunday, having a real connection with someone at lunch without having to be on my cell phone and Snapchat our food.
Right.
Because it's cute. Like, I literally just met Vivian Panay 2 days ago, who I haven't seen in years. You might remember her from season 5. She's taken a big leap from the drag world. She went to work on wigs. And, you know, we were having this conversation and she was so shocked. She was just like, I can't believe, like, you're really gonna, like, you know, move to Colorado and try something new. But she was like, I'm so happy for you, because she's like, you know, the biggest thing for me was leaving LA, moving to Las Vegas to focus on my wigs. And she's like, I discovered myself. I went through a big depression, but I discovered myself. And I'm the same way. I think I'm gonna move away, and for a while I'm gonna be like, oh, you have just made a huge mistake, and why are you doing this? But I think, you know, when I focus on my yoga and my certification, which I really do want to get, because I believe as a yoga teacher that I could change people's lives, again, in such a different way than I do just being on stage and being fabulous. You know, with yoga changed my life. Yoga was how I stayed sober for so many years. It was how I really focused a lot of negative energy into positivity. And so if I can spread that gift, I think that's so much bigger than becoming more famous. I think influencing people's lives and helping their well-being, that's the most important thing. It's like when I listen to a series about Richard Simmons, I don't know if you listen to that podcast.
Yes, sweetie.
I feel like him because, you know, he was so connected to his supporters. And I'm the same way. I mean, I have Twitter relationships with 16-year-old girls, which I know sounds weird, but it's not weird. Like, I literally just talk to them every day and make sure they know that they're loved and that I see them and I recognize them and that, you know, they're beautiful in their own way. And that makes me feel so much more alive than when I death drop and get applause.
Give it up for LAGANJA ESTRANJA, everybody. You got your little tissue right there in case you needed to blot away your perfect beauty.
I was about to say, I think Michaela did my makeup so well today, I don't even need it.
I don't think you do either, because it's just stunning still.
Wow,
I mean,
we love a setting spray.
LAGANJA, sweetie, I love you.
Thank you.
I'm very excited for you to be as free as you need to be and do whatever it takes, because we here at Hey Qween got nothing but love for Miss LAGANJA.
And you'll have me back even if I'm as a fabulous boy.
Yes, honey, we will always have you back.
And we'll have my dance company right here.
Yes.
We'll maybe clear some couches and do a little routine.
Yes.
I'll do a gestural routine, okay?
You know I love a chair dance.
I'm counting you all to this. You see, I'm looking at you in the
All
eye,
right.
okay?
You're
Even as a
here.
boy with a dance company, you're bringing my gay ass back.
That's right, because I love a production number,
Yes.
sweetie. Yes. All right, LAGANJA, honey, you have turned it so fiercely that, of course, you snatched the trophy, honey.
Wow. It's a customized trophy.
That's right. Well, you're going to have more of that motion because, sweetie, it's the holidays, and we're not giving you 1. We're not giving you 2, but we are giving you 3 ho, ho, ho lap dancers! That's right.
Goodness.
Give it to her good. This is what you deserve, sweetie.
Honey, I have 3 holes you all can fill.
Oh,
Don't
my
worry.
goodness.
There's room for everyone.
Oh, these race dancers will not fail you. No, they will
they're
not.
very hard and stiff.
Oh, yes, they are. This is a holiday dream.
Oh, my goodness. Thanks,
Oh,
boy.
my. Lady Red, take us out with some holiday Black ladies dreaming.
Hey, Qween. Hey, Qween. Hey, Qween. Rock us out. Hey, Qween.
Yeah! provocateur because, honey, we are going to be looking and spilling. Thank you to Lady Red. Thank you to Mr. Eddie Danger, Mr. Randy Boo, Mr. Remy Cruz. But most importantly, thanks to our little sis, the beautiful LAGANJA ESTRANJA. Thanks to all of our hardworking crew here at Hey Qween. We want to send you lots of love this holiday season. We love you, and we'll see you next season on Hey Qween. Yeah! Bye, baby. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah.